On February 11, 2011, Tahrir Square in Cairo pulsed with euphoria. President Hosni Mubarak had resigned, ending decades of autocratic rule. The air was electric, filled with chants of hope, the jubilation of a people reclaiming their future. Amid the chaos of celebration, CBS journalist Lara Logan and her crew moved through the crowd, documenting history as it unfolded. Lara, a seasoned war correspondent, was no stranger to danger. She had covered conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan, her steely resolve earning her respect in a field dominated by men. That night in Tahrir, however, the danger proved incomprehensibly brutal. As Logan and her crew maneuvered through the jubilant masses, their camera equipment faltered, the battery drained at the worst possible moment. Separated from her team in the commotion, Logan suddenly found herself surrounded by a mob of men whose exhilaration turned to something predatory. What began as jeers and grabbing quickly escalated into a harrowing assault. For 25 agonizing minutes, Logan was beaten, stripped, and gang-raped by dozens of men. The mob's hands tore at her clothes, fists struck her body, and their aggression became a horrifying blur of pain and violation. Logan, a symbol of strength and professionalism, found herself at the mercy of a crowd intoxicated by power and chaos. In the midst of the assault, her screams were drowned out by the cacophony of celebration. The crowd's euphoria masked her suffering, and the square that symbolized freedom became a prison of unspeakable terror. It wasn't until local women and soldiers noticed the commotion that help arrived. The women threw themselves into the fray, shielding Logan with their bodies, while the soldiers pushed back the attackers, breaking the mob's grip. Badly injured and in shock, Logan was rushed to safety and eventually flown back to the United States for treatment. Her ordeal sent shockwaves through the global journalism community and beyond. It highlighted the unique dangers faced by female journalists, particularly in volatile regions. Logan chose to speak publicly about her experience, shattering the silence that often surrounds sexual violence. In interviews, she described the physical and emotional scars left by the attack, as well as the stigma she faced as a survivor. Her courage in confronting such a traumatic event brought attention to the vulnerabilities faced by women in war zones and the pervasive culture of sexual violence worldwide. The attack also sparked broader conversations about the safety of journalists in conflict zones. News organizations reevaluated protocols for female correspondents, and the international community grappled with the stark reminder that revolutions, no matter how hopeful, can reveal the darkest sides of humanity. For Lara Logan, survival was an act of defiance. Though the trauma never fully faded, she returned to reporting, determined not to let her attackers silence her voice. Her story became one of resilience and a call to action, urging the world to confront the shadows that linger even in moments of progress. Tahrir Square remained a symbol of freedom, but for Logan, it would forever carry the weight of what was lost and what was found, a testament to the strength of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable horror.